I'm back. I have been away for the past week, maybe week and a half. And today we are going to do June favorites. And then at the end, I'm kind of going to give you guys a little bit of an update in case you're just here for favorites. We'll do that first. And I do have a lot this month, so let's do it. There couldn't be a more true favorites video than this. Literally what I'm going to show you guys are the only products that I wore last month. It's July now. And I'm going to start off with base. Why not? Let's start off with bases. There are two different ways that I wore foundation. I either wore the CoverGirl Nature Luxe, which is in 315 Bamboo, with the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Fantastic combination, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. This is an incredibly lightweight foundation. It gives a light to medium coverage. You feel absolutely nothing on your skin, and I really wish they sold this in more stores. I know you can still get it online, like through the CoverGirl website, and my Target still sells it, but it's not as readily available, which is a bummer because this is fantastic. This is a spring, summer perfect foundation. And the other foundation is another CoverGirl one, and this is the 3-in-1 Stay All Day Fabulous, etc., whatever, and believe it or not, the Sigma F80 with it. I think that this brush is overhyped, it's overused, I don't understand, it's streaky, until I used it with this foundation. It's what I've got on my face today. These were made for each other. These are fantastic. This is, I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It was like the best foundation of 2013 or whatever. And you can see like how much of the I've like used over half the bottle, which is crazy to me. This is in Classic Ivory because it's my tan shade, believe it or not. It's the second to lightest shade. It's full coverage and it's been great for work. Yeah, I said work, because it stays all day. It keeps my blush on, it keeps my contour on. Fantastic. And this is the only way that I will use the Sigma F80. Just in case you were wanting to get it. If you use this foundation a lot, I'd say go for it, but otherwise, it's overhyped. I said it, it's overhyped. Next thing is a sample. I hope this is not lame, but I've just been, it's like the only concealer I wore this month, consistently. This is the, I don't speak French, Clé de Peau, and it's in the shade beige, and this is fantastic. It's not exactly light enough to be like a highlighting shade, and I'm so glad that I finally decided to start going through my samples and using them, because I really like not having too light of an under eye. I think that for every day it's better, and I feel like it's made me look younger. This is a concealer and no, it's just concealer. The Correcteur Visage, I think is French. I butchered that, I apologize. This is great. When I run out of this sample, I'm actually running out really soon, so I'm gonna be ordering it this weekend. Sorry, the boys are back there playing and being really loud. I'm gonna be ordering it this weekend, and it's fantastic. It's great. To set it, something that I've talked about, something that everybody's talked about, and I'm pretty sure I've had it in a favorites, is the Ambient Lighting Dim Powder. Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, Dim Light. That's what I was trying to say. This is fantastic. They're finely milled, etc. Why I wanted to mention this again, because these two, oh my, like, my under eye looks fantastic, fantastic, especially for how little sleep and stuff I've been getting. These are amazing together. Two palettes, two. First one is the Lorac Unzipped. Now I love this one for spring and summer. It's also great for fall, because for spring and summer you've got this first half with the lighter shades. The second half is great for fall. I adore these three shades. They're fantastic. I've been loving to put like Unbelievable all over the lid, Undiscovered in the center of the eye, and then Unreal like kind of in the outer edge, and then like in my lower lash line. Great. Everybody loves the Lorac Pro Palette. I have it. I don't like it. I'm not excited about the Lorac 2, which I've heard not very good reviews about actually, which means maybe I'll like it because everyone went bananas over the original Lorac Pro Palette. The shadows are so creamy that there's way too much fallout. My son just turned the light off in there. There's way too much fallout. These ones are great. They're not as creamy, they're not as soft, but the color payoff is wonderful. Oh, just beautiful. If you have blue or green hazel eyes, this will look especially beautiful on you, but even if you have brown eyes, it's still gonna look fantastic. Like, this palette would be amazing for absolutely anybody. Because even though they're like shimmery shades, they're not like really glittery. It just kind of gives like a really nice sheen, but there's also some really beautiful mattes in here. Oh. I've had this for a long time and I have loved this for a long time, and this month, or June specifically, I just wore the heck out of it. And the other one is one that got a lot of, I either love it, I hate it. I either loved it and raved about it, or I hated it and returned it, and that is the Naturally Pretty palette by IT Cosmetics. I haven't really been using the whole palette, but I've been using, I've been loving to put Sheer Joy all over the, this is what I've done today. Use Sheer Joy all over the lid, make a mixture of sunrise and sunset to put through the crease, and then concentrate, usually sunset. Sometimes I'll do the sunrise if I put too much on. A lot of times I'll put sunset and then I'll concentrate it like in that outer V. And then I'll put warmth like in the lower lash line, and Sheer Joy as like an inner corner, and meet it with the warmth and up with these other colors. And then Sheer Joy again as the brow bone highlight. I love it. Oh my goodness, I have loved it. I do have a full review on this, which I will link down below in the description bar. But to sum it up, I thought it was a really good palette, but that it wasn't a necessity. If you loved mattes, I think that you should definitely get it. But I just really loved it this month for those specific colors, and I think, honestly, I think those were the only colors I used from it, so it was fantastic. Fantastic. And then with it, the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eyeliner in Chaos. I have been loving putting blue in my waterline, and I'm gonna like be weird and come show you, like, I love it. I love the pop of color and the like interesting factor it gives a completely neutral eye. I think it looks really great, and this is just the one that I've been using this month, which I think I've mentioned this before as well, but these are literally the only things I wore. For blush, this wasn't the only blush I wore, but it's one that I wore the most. I was going through getting rid of some stuff, and I saw this one, and I was like, I remember buying it and trying it, and I was like, oh my goodness, that is way too pigmented, that's not gonna work. And then I had started putting it on underneath like foundation and stuff, and I loved it that way. But I had done my makeup today and I saw this, and well, I mean, not just today, but like over June, and I was like, I know it's maybe more fall, but I just really want to wear it. Oh, I didn't say what it was. The Clinique Uplifting Liquid Illuminator. It's in the shade Blush. It's what I have on my cheeks today without any highlight. I love it. I love it. You had to be so careful because this stuff is crazy pigmented. Like, I'll show you, like, a pump would just be way too much. But it's just beautiful. And I like using it with the Real Techniques stippling brush and just buffing it all around. It's stunning and I love it, and it wears really well, especially for a cream product. Okay, my last couple things are all lip products. This is gonna be a long video, I have a feeling. And I basically only wore pink lips this month, which is, okay, so the first combination I have, this is a CoverGirl lipstick in 397 Yummy. And I've been putting this one on, and then what I've loved to put over it, I really like these lipsticks. I don't think they get enough attention. They're only like $4.97 or $3.97, I think $4.97 at the drugstore. I really like them. They're not drying, they have a really nice color arrangement, and they're good. And then what I've been loving to put over that, this is fantastic. This is the Milani Brilliant Shine Lip Gloss. This is in Pink Lady, and it smells delicious, like vanilla. And I've been loving putting it over it just for a sheen, but then also it helps like darken and deepen out the pink a little bit. I don't know how to explain it. These are fantastic lip glosses. I have another shade and I want to get a couple more because I'm getting into lip gloss, and these have been especially pleasant to wear. But this is what, if I can get it, this is what that combination looks like. It's just incredibly pretty, and it gives you that like Barbie pink kind of lip color if you're looking for that. Another one, which is an all-time favorite, this is the Revlon Lip Butter in Strawberry Shortcake, and it's just been for a more sheer wash of pink, and it's beautiful. It's, I just love it. Again, with the Barbie pink, like literally this is like the only type of lip product I wore. It's, And I've gone through almost this whole thing like this is one of my all-time favorite lip colors, and I just really brought it back out this month. A MAC lipstick, which is again a baby Barbie pink. It's a Luster in Giddy, and I'll kind of swatch it next to it. You can see that it has a little bit less of a cool tone and maybe like a little bit more coral in it or something. It's just really pretty. It is what I have on my lips today. For me, it's one of those like my lips but better colors. I don't think it would be for everybody, but just like with what my shade is of my lips. And it's a Luster, so it's a little bit more sheer, it's forgiving. I really like this one a lot. Last thing is a NYX Butter Gloss, and it is in Maple Blondie. This is the only thing that is not like a baby pink, and it's more of a peachy coral. I love the NYX Butter Glosses. I need to stop talking about them because I seriously talk about them way too much. But that is what Maple Blondie looks like, and I really liked wearing it on its own, just because they have enough pigment in them that I really, really enjoy them. And yeah, that was all my favorites. Oh my goodness. So if you're new to my channel, hi, I hope that you enjoyed that segment. But now I'm going to move on to where in the world have I been? What have I been doing that isn't YouTube and sitting down and talking to you beautiful people in front of a camera? I have been making some really big life decisions. That's what I've been doing. If you don't know, I've been studying brain and behavioral sciences at Purdue University with the intention of either going to graduate school to study clinical psychology or to go to medical school to study psychiatry. And I have, in the past couple months, really been wondering, like, what is it that I actually want to do with my life that makes me happy, that I feel like I can make a difference. And it's crazy simple, and that is be a mom. I'm not happy or doing anything else in the world. Being a mom is my greatest pleasure. I'm really happy to be raising boys that, ooh, getting a little emotional, raising boys that I know are gonna be, you know, God-fearing men that are going out and gonna go make a difference in the world. And, you know, I've got a 2.5-year-old who is incredibly well behaved, and I really think it has to do with the fact that I'm here with him and I'm teaching him, and he's not getting a bunch of mixed signals from like how the world wants him to work versus how God wants him to work. And so I have, I'm gonna finish out my semester that I'm doing right now. I'm doing a summer semester, and I'm going to not go back this fall. And I may go back when the boys are older. My husband's like, well, just be a stay-at-home wife. You don't have to go back if you don't want to, you know, once the boys are grown up and such. And I was like, I don't know if I could do that because I don't think I could. I'm just not the person to like always stay at home without having like little boys or babies to run after. So I may end up going back. I'm not gonna be like, yes, I'm going back. I'm gonna go get my degree. I'm going to med school, whatever. I don't know. But I'm really happy with this decision, and I really think that it's something that God has like helped me figure out by getting pregnant so young and getting married so young. It just kind of goes to show that God's plans are not always yours, but His are always better, if that makes sense. And then another thing that is incredibly, incredibly exciting is I got a part-time job. Because I am a stay-at-home mom, and despite that spiel about how much I love it, and how I'm dropping out of school for it, I get lonely because, you know, there's not a lot of moms to talk to, or like they're really busy, I'm really busy, so it's hard to like catch up and get together. Not to mention, I have really bad social anxiety in settings where it's like hanging out with friends, if that, you know what I mean? Like I'm really good in a work environment, but not when I'm like going to talk to people that are friends. And so I've been looking a little bit, like wasn't too serious about it until my local Sephora, it's a Sephora in JCPenney, had a couple positions open, and I went and applied for it and got the interview, got the second interview, and it was cool because, oh, 1 second. And it was actually really cool because the day that I went to go do my second interview, the manager next door had heard and was like, just bring her in, I heard everything that was going on. And so they gave me the job, and I've been doing it's so much training, so much training. it's been a blast. I seriously am so happy that I made the decision to stay at home and go to work, if that makes sense, because it is only part-time, like on the weekends. And I've just been loving it. It's great. And that's kind of where I've been. That's kind of all that's going on in my life. Daniel loves doing this. So if you did watch this pretty lengthy video, hi, I am Kristen, and I do film about 2 to 3 videos a week, except for, you know, the past week and a half or so. And I am going to be filming every day this week to kind of make up for that. And if you liked it, I would love for you to subscribe, stick around, see what's going on in my life and with these little guys. And until then, I will see you tomorrow with an empties video, my first empties video. Bye guys. Say bye, YouTube.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.